What if the beings we call the Greys weren't always that way? What if they were once just like us, human-like, emotional, connected, until a crisis forced them to evolve into something they barely recognize? And what if the reason they visit Earth isn't just to observe, but because they see us as their only hope for survival? The Zeta Reticuli civilization, a race of beings that bred out their own emotions to survive, now look to humans for something we carry in our DNA, the genetic codes they lost thousands of years ago. But here's the real question: when they look at us, do they see salvation, or a painful mirror reflecting everything they gave up? Stick around, because the truth about the Greys is far stranger than you ever imagined. The Zeta Reticuli civilization, much like humans, faced a crisis that pushed them towards self-destruction. Fortunately, they managed to avert annihilation, but they discovered that they had become sterile. In order to survive, they resorted to genetic engineering and cloning, resulting in the Zeta Reticuli beings we know today. These beings are approximately 5 feet tall, generally bald, with larger heads in proportion to their bodies, distinctive mouths and ears, frail appearances, very small or non-existent noses, and large, lidless eyes. Prior to their transformation and crisis, the Zeta Reticuli beings had a human-like heritage with connections to the vegan civilization. However, their transformation necessitated altering their body structure into what they are now. One of the reasons they are interested in humanity is because they seek to reintegrate aspects of their original genetics that they believe they lost during their transformation, particularly emotions which they bred out. While they possess the ability to time travel to their past, they consider the genetic data from that time to be inferior and thus seek out other races with vegan ancestry, like humans, for genetic material that has been adapted and expanded through experience to a more advanced state of being. Earth is one of the places where the Zeta Reticuli beings find the desired vegan codes active. Almost everyone on Earth carries both the Lyran and vegan codes, as there has been intermixing between different genetic lineages. When the Zeta Reticuli beings take genetic samples from humans, they primarily focus on the vegan codes but also look for genetic codes that have been strengthened and adapted from their original state on Vega, thousands of years ago. Consequently, humans are considered important to them because they carry within their cells what the Zeta Reticuli beings perceive as their only future. Humans on Earth have served as a genetic repository and storehouse for the galactic universe, specifically for their galactic family. The genetic material stored within humans has gained value over time, and individuals from various races are now returning to explore and harness this greater value. This is the purpose of the Zeta Reticuli beings. The Zeta Reticuli beings are actively creating their genetic future as they proceed. They do not have a predetermined future dictated by the standard laws of species evolution. They could potentially choose to annihilate themselves by abandoning their laboratories, ceasing to enhance their genetics, and eventually dying off. However, they are unwilling to do so. They do not want to leave this reality without resolving the issues they feel they need to address. Therefore, they will remain in physical form until they achieve resolution. When the Zeta Reticuli beings observe humans, they possess a deep understanding of themselves. They can perceive not only humans' physical attributes but also their emotional, mental, and even spiritual qualities. They can clearly identify their own essence within humans. For some Zeta Reticuli beings, encountering humans is a shock and a painful experience because humans serve as clear mirrors, reflecting back their own nature. However, for others, coming into contact with humans is the only way they can truly see themselves. After traversing the universe extensively, encountering various races and witnessing countless forms, the appearance of humans is not a matter of liking or disliking. The Zeta Reticuli beings have witnessed incredibly strange beings and phenomena. Seeing humans evokes a sense of déjà vu, something deeply familiar yet also profoundly alien. This duality simultaneously draws them towards humans and fills them with fear. It is within this space of attraction and fear that growth and transformation lie.